Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for more Masters of the World. I'm your host, Gilvin, where we spent the last 9-ish months performing our war on debt. Not bad. We're getting down in there. And we're going to look to reduce our debt a lot more in the coming time. In addition, CNUke 1 is online, providing 21.84% of the power that we require. Now, to start things off today, we're actually going to be nationalizing the gold industry. So, it's a nice way to start things off. We gain 5.5 billion from it. It's kind of nice. That's just the way we're going to start off. And in addition, we're going to have a quick little look around the world here. So, some things have changed. We just came off the back of the North Korean, South Korean, the Third Korean War, with China backing North Korea, and Japan and the USA backing South Korea. There's been significant damage on the Chinese and North Korean side. They did come out the losers. So we actually have, if you can believe it, a new president of North Korea. Go figure, huh? And he's more popular than I am, apparently. Fuck off, you're not resigning. In addition, some point during the year we had the Caribbean War, which resulted in pretty much no change as far as I know. The leaders are still the same. However, a team of French commandos decided it'd be a great idea to blow up a power plant. So yeah, there's a lot of dead people in Cuba now from atomic radiation.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on
Yeah, we have absolutely no growth right now, which is the big issue that I'm looking into. Like, we have absolutely no growth, which is the most concerning thing. We have 0.89% growth estimate for the year. That's terribly low, and we cannot allow that, which is why we're starting to privatize a bit. We're going to be privatizing everything. Alright, so we've now successfully privatized... Oh no, have we not? When is this voted on? 1501, okay. We're going to privatize the gold sector and then probably the coffee sector, I'm thinking. Alright, come on. Come on, Parliament. I want your results. I hate when the game decides to freeze on vote day. Eastern Free Front. Let's not. I like how they have a last record action. Attack. Worst my terrorists have ever done is kidnap somebody. Last record action. Attack. What? Southern Free Front. Tajikistan, Iceland, and Montenegro. What?
The sale of our shares in this sector is a good...
Glad you agree with me. So, that's a good start. Things, and, now that's done. I'm also going to, adjust the green nationalization here. And privatize that for another 30 billion. Good. Good. As far as I'm concerned, very valuable. Get rid of them. They worked well, but we need to actually begin a process of industrialization. As far as I'm concerned. And I've got a plan for it. We are going to become an industrial nation. No, Iceland doesn't have terrorists. They're funding Somali terrorists. Yeah. Okay, so we got a plan for industrialization once this bill thing goes through. The army's with me to death. Glad to see it. A complicated calculation.
After privatizing this sector, it will be...
Don't worry. Trust me. Trust me. The privatization was good. Privatization good. Excess 17.46% of the GDP. As it turns out, the coffee sector's been weighing us down. Although extreme poverty just increased about 5%.
The bill has
4 or 5%. That's lovely.
Our sportsmen are
Of course, we'll give them a few words of encouragement. So, 4% increase in extreme poverty, that's, I suppose, to be expected. Now that it's February, though, I'm announcing my grand slam plan for industrialization. We're going to produce cars, everybody. Automobiles. The automobile construction chain is actually pretty good for us. Electricity, steel, and electrical materials. Steel requires just electricity. And electrical materials requires steel, copper, and electricity. As well as plastics. We can't get the plastics ourselves, unfortunately. But, well, I mean, we might be able to, but I don't know if it's really worth it producing it here or not. That just would require us to start importing, maybe. Yeah, probably would. I mean, we're importing it anyway, right? The problem is I'm just like, would it be cheaper to actually import it? Who knows? So we're going to actually focus on automobiles. Which means we're going to need copper. So I'm going to start handing out some massive subsidies here. Massive subsidies. 10,000 for that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to subsidize silver too while I'm at it. I like mining. Let's get our mining working here. Mining seems like a good idea for me. Electric materials. We will subsidize this as well. 10 billion. We're just going to subsidize everything for 10 billion. Steel. Right. We don't actually have a steel industry, so this should be interesting to see how much steel we quickly start to develop with this much of a subsidy. These are some pretty massive subsidies. I mean, 10 billion becomes 500 million US dollars, and that goes a long way in Ethiopia. Goes a long way in Ethiopia. Alright, good. That's everything but automobile construction itself. Which I'm going to give a slightly larger subsidy of 20 billion to. Oh, no, not 200. There. That leaves us with 12.49% of the GDP, which is excellent. I'm going to start by using that to create a train network, actually, I think. Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard to do at all. Let's create like a super basic train network of high-speed trains. Oh, that's Addis Ababa. There we are. There. And also, in addition, I'm going to, cars per capita is shite. But we need infrastructure if we are to actually industrialize, so. As far as I'm concerned, this is a wise choice, so we need 150? Sure. Yeah. Good. There. Huge amount of spending. Which will be good. Unfortunately, that's going to, I'm sure, increase our debt again. But that's okay. Like, unfortunately, it is extremely expensive to do infrastructure. Yeah, our debt's way up again. Ugh. That's okay, though. We can handle it. Excess is 9% of the GDP. Okay. Yeah. We can deal with that. Alarming industry results. Are you sure the industry results are alarming? Because I think they're going to be great. So there's been some stuff there. This is mostly like steel because we actually started with 0. Yeah, that's a good start. 68 million in sales from steel. And in a rather strange move, I'm actually going to be cutting out company taxes. We're going to need definitely to address the people over this. Company taxes are very important to slice. They're not big on increasing that, huh? Alright. As I say, like, is there any other ways we could do it? Yeah, of course. We'll take a meeting. Alright. Prison Syria. War has been declared. Jordan and Syria have gone to war. Well, let's... You know, we're going to build a refugee camp. I wonder if I can attract refugees. More people. You know? It's an army construction, yeah? Yeah, refugee camp. Here you are. Have your own little island. I'm willing to take in refugees. In addition, actually, to just taking in refugees, I believe there's a policy I can enact. I'm trying to remember where immigration is. Immigration, here it is. Establish an integration policy. We're going to open up the immigration policy. There we are. Immigration. We actually have positive immigration. Everyone else is people fleeing the country except us. Vasily Suletin. War has been declared, says the President of Russia, who suspiciously looks like a Vladimir Putin that we know. Dare I ask who Russia is invading? I swear to God, if it's the Ukraine. Okay, so going to the UN.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact,
all right, what do you want? Kolza. Hell no. You want to do business with me? Do it my way. $50. There. Okay. Good.
the bill has been voted.
Excellent. So we've gotten rid of the company taxes too. So, what's it going to be, Russia, huh? Oh, Japan, Russia. What? Oh, okay. We have a conflict now between Japan and Russia. Another Russian-Japanese war. Oof. Haven't seen one of those since 1905. Alright. Well, I guess 1940s if you count that. See, we're fine. Alright. So what's on the front page of the news? Okay, so we now know who our opposition is.
The national...
And we need more people, apparently. We have a refugee camp for people. We build a refugee camp so refugees can come, yeah? Any refugees want to come? Let's find out. Alright. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. What do you want? Nothing? You always glow, but you never have anything to say. Well. So. Industry. We are sitting at 126%. Or 126 GDP in billions. It's not good. I was hoping for more, to be honest. Hoping for more. So, I'm going to announce a new project. We're going to get more. No, we'll just make it a meeting request. Make negotiations easier. I've scoped out our partners already, and it's going to be the US and Sri Lanka. Or not Sri Lanka, Indonesia. So we're going to get some meetings going with them. I'm going to be looking for getting us some decent-sized export deals. Treaty between Syria and Jordan. Frontiers unchanged. Peace was made.
The bill has been voted on.
Good, we've opened up the integration.
What a shame. Our team did not even pass the first round.
Oof. Not a deal.
Your commitment.
Yeah, good. Okay. Miss President of Indonesia. I have business to discuss with you. Hey, for automobile. Alright, so as we can see, they actually have a pretty sizable deficit. Yeah, we have a national production. That's actually a pretty crummy national production there. Let's open for more. Alright. Yeah, we don't have enough national production for that. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's do 382. 382, okay. That's good. So now we have a contract with them on the Jordan Initiative. Yeah. Don't worry, they already pulled out. It's okay. Syria, Israel, Iraq, Turkey. Oh dear. Saudi Arabia and Syria. Oh dear. This is looking bad for some people, isn't it? So, on the matter of coffee. No. Can we get 67 for it? $66, fine. I'll take it. Good. In addition, I would also like to see about selling additional cereals to you. Because we have a pile to do. Can we get 5,000? Come on. Yeah. Good. There, that's some economic development, hopefully. Also, because we are not producing as many automobiles as I'd be hoping, I am going to increase the subsidy here to 50. How much more can I increase it? Can I get 100? Just barely. Alright, 100 billion subsidy for it then. So be it. Just barely balancing the budget here. We're good. I'm not worried at all. Because I'm hoping that this will increase our GDP significantly. Hoping. It's never a sure thing. So yeah, Syria is fighting everybody. Unfortunately. Yeah. They didn't pull out of Jordan quick enough. That's what you get. Excess, 0.48% of the GDP. Alright. We're still running a budget excess. I don't like that. I don't feel like that scale's reliable, which is concerning. Okay. So. Questions down, good. Let's see. GDP 4.98. Well, we'll wait for April 1st and we'll see. That's the end of the quarter, so we'll get a general report on things. Whoa. Holy fuck. Alright, there we are. Problem solved. Sorry, just someone going crazy in the stream chat. The only other party than you is in second place. I can't imagine why. I mean, it's not like we only have 2 parties or something. And I mean, I'm looking to get 80% of the vote here, so... Okay. Clear out the queue. What's in the news today? The income tax is partially accountable for the budget deficit and impoverishment of the country. Is that so? Very well. In that case, let's grade an income tax. Because we do technically, as far as it says here, we do have a tiny budget deficit of 0.9%. Which, I'm pretty certain I can get away with this. Hopefully. Let's find out if the army kills me over this. Every time I've tried to raise income tax on the rich, they've been throwing a hissy fit. He's still happy. Good. Okay. Television appearances to help make sure it gets through Parliament okay. Alright. For 99.6%. Excellent. So we've got that going through Parliament is fine. Huh. Rydia just got blown up, it appears. Syria actually seems to be holding their own. And are like, they're inside of Iraq and Saudi Arabia, kinda. Yeah, okay. That's impressive. I'll give them that.
Good news.
80 billion cash surplus. Glad to see it. Excess, 4.6% of the GDP. Wait, I haven't even passed the income tax yet. Hang on. What's going on? It still says we have a deficit, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Like, the game's giving me conflicting information everywhere. So it's really hard to tell. At least I'm not dishing booty. I think we're going to be going bankrupt soon. Like, I really wish I could figure out what everything was, like, what this game was trying to tell me half the time. But I get such weird conflicting information. Which actually makes it hard to make decisions. Alright, so minus 3.64. Alright. In that case, I think I can withdraw the income tax law before we vote on it.
You have just cancelled the reform that was under deliberation. Don't...
Yeah, the voting process hasn't started yet, so it's fine. Good. Disaster in Slovakia. Atomic radiation. Is that a power plant or a nuke? Power plant. And there's refugees, of course. Eastern Europe is turning into an atomic wasteland slowly. Is this the world where Stalker happens? Because it feels like it.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month.
I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good indeed. Okay. So we have, we've got budget surplus, which is nice. China and Saudi Arabia. I'm getting concerned about the escalation of this Middle Eastern conflict. On the other hand, this might make a good cover of darkness for me to quickly assimilate Somalia into my empire. I'm not sure if I really want to. We'll find out, I suppose. Oh dear. Alright. So, automobile. We've now nearly doubled our production. Excellent. Indonesia. No. Economy. New contract. Exactly how much are we talking here? But as I managed to increase production by. Our production last time was 23,550. It is now 58,000. Let's see. I can probably go with another, what, 35,000? Yep, let's make another contract. Another 35,000 tons. That's right, yeah? Yep, that looks about right. Okay. We're gonna go for 398.
Undoubtedly.
Okay. Hopefully we'll get a nice response from that. Saudi Arabia and China. Yeah, this is escalating slightly. Oh dear. 34,590. Come on, you gotta take 397, please. I'm not budging on that. That's a good deal. There's somebody who said their house got set on fire, which is concerning. Excellent. Okay, they did do it. Alright. So. That's excellent. Economy. So if we go back to here, just so we can see here. How much are we promising them now? Apparently, in the time that we made that contract, our production may have increased slightly. Yeah, I'll take 381 for this since it's a smaller contract. Go for it. So, production's increasing. Good news, everybody. Good news. 333? No. Try 383. It's a good deal. Take it. I think the last one was for more. Alright. I'm distracted from the previous one, yeah. Look, I'm hardballing around 380 there. Nope, flood. Well, maybe we shouldn't be selling cars then. We'll see. Alright, so it says we have a budget excess. That's good. To the best of my knowledge, we have a budget excess, and we started at 120. Ooh, 165. We've increased our industry GDP by 40 billion. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Alright. A 40 billion increase to GDP in terms of industry is pretty nice. I really wish I could see like a month-to-month basis for that. Yeah, unfortunately, most of our GDP is still in agriculture. We are not an industrialized society yet. We're starting to industrialize, the start. But we need way more industry before we can even consider calling ourselves an industrialized society. Which is fine. It's a start, though. It's a good start. Ethiopia, a country that welcomes all Sunnite communities faithful to the high spiritual values embodied by the head of government, expressed Sunnite community leader with satisfaction. The refugee camp's gone. Guess no one wanted to come live in Ethiopia. On the plus side, I don't suppose immigration's improved, has it? Wow, look at this, guys. We got 1,000 immigrants. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, 1.03. That's in thousands of people. Right, okay. Okay. Wait, how do you get a world average that's not 0? What? Okay, somebody has to explain to me how the fucking immigration works, apparently. Because I'm pretty certain that can't be a thing, right? Right? You can't have negative 7,000. Actually, 7,000. 7.74,000 sounds about right. People who just die after emigrating but don't reach their country that they want to immigrate. That seems like it could happen. That's not a terribly unreasonable number. And production chains. What? Apparently we stopped developing the industry? It's possible. I mean, sure, I'm going to, like, immediately give it a meeting request here. That's bad. That could send shocks throughout the industry. Alright. Yeah, so the Middle East conflict is heating up pretty high. Cities are being ruined. Missiles are flying all over the place. Yeah. I'm not sure what to say about all this. Not sure what to say about all this. Oh well. Oh well. I think now's a good time to end today's episode. Just, the Middle East conflict is depressing. It's like, the worst part is like, man, that's pretty close to what's happening IRL, except replace Syria with the Islamic State. And, like, that is far more depressing than
Everything.
There we are. The President of Indonesia. So, apparently we may have overestimated automobile production capacities. Interesting. They used to be 58, so it's just completely, like, collapsed. Jesus Christ. Huh. You know, I guess 11,000. That's concerning. Yeah, I was afraid that would happen once the contracts were cancelled. Come on. Alright, good. That's what I needed. Alright. Hopefully that'll help re-stimulate some things. Yeah, we lost about 20 billion of our gains there. Ugh. The loss of the sales contracts. I don't even know what happened. Like, the industry just collapsed. Technological development level doesn't help. It says it's getting all of the stuff it needs. The subsidies are like the only thing I have keeping it afloat. Is the answer yes? Oh dear. And yeah. Whack. There goes everything. It's actually worse off than it was in 2012. That's terrible. Industrialization, perhaps a little harder than I originally anticipated. On the plus side, we're ahead of Sudan, who's dropped a lot as well. So is Ken. Is the global industry collapsing? Hold the phone. Sudan had way more than that. What's this button even do? Huh. Alright. So, we have a problem. Yeah, global market crash appears to be occurring because I'm noticing everyone else's industry levels have dropped as well. I really wish there was like a chart for global GDP or something, because I could probably use that right about now to determine the state of the general health of the world. Noted. Liquor. Industry. Liquor is an industry, yeah? Apparently not. Don't tell me it's farming. I'm gonna say that's questionable. But okay. So yeah, we have a slight problem. I mean, I'm totally willing to pump that money right back in, but Jesus Christ. Go for it. Yeah, I'm pretty certain... it's not going to be a problem here. I've got 76% popular opinion. If I lose this election, it'll be fucking clear that the enemy cheated. There's no way they actually win this election. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that this Middle East conflict's causing like oil shortages or something. It's causing like a global collapse of economics.
Hello? I am at the Central Square. Here we are, it's rumbling. The people have taken to the streets to express their exasperation after everything you've made them go through. It's to be expected, right? It's touching to see all these people surge together, kids and the elderly arm in arm, uttering the same insults against you. If I were in their shoes, I would do the same thing. Moreover, I am in their shoes. Resign! Resign! Resign!
Fuck you. I ain't resigning shit, son. 9% turnout. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fuck you. I ain't resigning shit, son. Alright. I've been re-elected.
Fellow elected representatives, I am very proud to be here with you today. Having been charged with governing our beautiful country, I can assure you that my determination will be unfailing in leading us on the path to prosperity.
Alright. So... industry continues to fail. That's concerning. Like, what the absolute shit. $123, that's terrifying. Yeah.
It's your special duty to create a new government.
No, you know what? You can appoint the ministers for me, thanks. I'm quite fine with you appointing my ministers. I have no idea who's good for what. I don't really want to read through the profiles of like 20 people to figure out who the fuck's good for one position of like 20 positions. So, you're more than welcome to form my government. My industry GDP is still falling. It's in fucking free fall. The subsidies are doing nothing. Alright. Well, we have 5,000 kilometers of highway, so that's something.
Despite all the consideration I have for you, my conscience does not allow me to continue to be part of your government. Your
Yes, you may resign. Good. Get the fuck out of here. If you aren't going to be part, you're going to have to be part of this government for 5 years. If you can't do that right now, based on what I'm doing, get the fuck out. Don't care. Yeah. So I'm not entirely certain what to do. I think we're entering into a global depression. The best I can figure out. Because as far as I can tell, 86017. Alright, let's wait a day. What's happening to the US GDP? That'll be a key thing right now. Figure it out. Growth rate's going down. Stagnate for the moment. Against unemployment, I'm not surprised. Yeah, we're seeing a collapse of industry. What the fuck? This is bad. I'm not sure what to make of this. This is terrifying. We're fucked. We're doomed. The global economy is in freefall. We're fucked. Oh, man. Isn't there a ledger? Not as far as I've been able to find. For global stats? Like, I do not have a ledger for the global stats. The best I can do is, like, right-click on a country and go to display country information and start figuring things out from there. There we go, growth. Growth in the US, minus 4.82%. We're fucked. The economy's in free fall, everybody. GG. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been your lovely host, Kelvin, signing off.